should be back. Should be back. Extra ditto over here. Is this an extra ditto? Did I buy one extra? Okay. How about one extra ditto? That's fine. Okay. Okie dokie dokie. Should be back, chat. Stream crashed. Yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Even on a fun day. You know, on an extra stream day, man. That stinks. That's okay. What are you going to do? Let me go fix my links. We're going to pop Shiny Charm here in a quick sec. Okay. We are so back. Fucking exactly, Ghoster. We're going to keep the... Okay. Chat. It's been too long. Let me get a link full. The Shiny Charm begins soon. Need 3 soldiers. Oof. I need 3 soldiers. Okay, Nawalo. Mysterious Soul. Huge. JW Tree. Okay. I think we got some fucking soldiers. Okay, I'm hyped. I'm excited. Let me get let me go back and grab my Celdor and my Golurk. Okay. Okay. This guy's name is Filthy McNasty. This guy has such a good username. God, I wish I was him. Fuck, what a good fucking username. Okay, let's do this. Filthy McNasty, dude. It's one day I want to grow up and be as cool as him. That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna throw everything in here so we can grab it, so we can have eggs. Okay. Okay. I gotta do a fucking speech, boys. It's been a long time. Oh my god. I should shotgun an energy drink on stream sometime. Is that? No, it's probably fine. Okay. Chat, it's time. I get it all the time. I miss the old Patrouski. The speech every time we rare shunt Patrouski. The never give up Patrouski. The dedicate his year to one rare shiny hunt Patrouski. And go for it until he gets it. Today, I'm going to temporarily lock in and bring back that Patrouski. I'm going to make as many eggs as possible. We're going to go fish over at Whalmer. We're going to get a couple rares, a couple chances, a couple opportunities at something amazing. I have over 9,000 hours in this game, and I still, even though I have 2 rares, you know, a Safari Shuckle and a Fossil Rampardos, over 9,000 hours, over 60k or so eggs made in my lifetime, not one egg shiny has ever been seen on my channel. I've never gotten one. It's never happened. I dream of the day where we can see the egg hatch animation play. Because if you ever see the egg hatch animation on a Patrouski stream, it means he got something very fucking special. So let's make history. Let's get something very fucking special. And let's make some eggs. I gotta pop Charm first. I'm locking in. It's loud music, Patrouski. Fuck it. 9 charms. That's plenty. We lock in. We go. We go, chat. Good luck. When he does this, it usually leads to a dry streak. Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Need Phoenix? You're so smart and handsome. It's criminal. You should be arrested. You are committing a crime. Where is Phoenix? Okay. We got it. Now, I do want to pay for all these to be male. In perfect harmony. Real. Eggs and shinies are living together in perfect harmony, chat. Until one day, the Shalfa Quillfish came. You've gone dry and shunted again. I'm sorry. This is too cringe. I can't do it. Okay, 300k dry. Why, chat? Why are you wishing demons upon me, dude? Come on. Ignite, chat. Ignite with me, bro. Hopium. Male, not female? Yes, you save more money. Female Quillfish are 11k. Male Quillfish are like 40k. It's actually cheaper to... It's a weird situation. You're just crazy lucky. Bro has not been here for the last 3 years of streams. Keck W. Pepe laugh. Bro does not know the career odds. Pepe laugh. Bro does not know how unlucky I've been historically. Pepe laugh. Didn't know? No, you're totally fine. Yeah, no, it's an uncommon, you know, niche thing. I just donated blood for the first time. You're a fucking hero, man. Hell yeah. Look, my voice is cracking a bit. Yeah, only a true turbo virgin, someone who sat inside enough, could get it. I wasn't talking to you, arrogant streamer. Arrogant streamer. I'm sorry about that, Sedge. Arrogant. It thinks everything in chat is about him. Yikes. Apologies. My bad. Good luck to you, Atreyu. We're back to rare Patrouski, dude. We're back to rare Patrouski. We're making eggs. I'll have to click on that later, more Wando. I'm a little busy at the moment, but I appreciate it. Dude, I miss egging. Dude, egging is fucking fun. Jack's a cow now? Hell yeah, dude. Best news. I'm on day 804 of fishing for Phoebus. When I get it, 805 or 806. Good luck to you, soul. Uh-oh. Rot-row. Thank you, K-Chiz, for the follow. Egg fry was your personal best. I think after the buff. Oh, am I not making these male? Oh, no. After the buff, I feel like 500. I feel like 460, 500 is like pretty easy now. / like average. I could be wrong. Well, no. Is that right? 460, 500. I'd have to, I don't know. I don't know if I've done the new... I don't think I've done the new method enough is the problem. I'm washed up. I've probably only done 3 or less full batches. I mean, even now, you never see me. I never do full batches anymore on, or yeah, just in general when egging. I shouldn't pay for that to be male. That's a waste. I just do like a few. I usually do like 3 to 6 boxes here and there, man. I'm just less dedicated to egg hunts outside of wars nowadays. I talked about that actually yesterday on, well, I think it was last night in Discord. Last night in Discord, I kind of came to the realization. Here's a good clip. We're talking about me like not edge hunting and stuff anymore, and it's a weird situation. And I talked about this. Weirdly, this correlates to official shiny war and the shiny boost that we get during Christmas. For those who don't know, we get like a 15% shiny boost during 10 to 20% or so. 15 was last year during Christmas, but they changed it this year because last year I did the wrong. My bad. In 2023, they added a shiny boost during Christmas that just flat boosted. I think it was like all shinies, like plus 20%, and I was not a fan of that. Or it was plus 10. Or I think it was plus 10 or 20. I don't like that kind of. I don't like double XP weekends. I don't like stuff like that, booster rates, because hear me, there's a lot of casuals here like, oh, that sounds, you know, why not? It's just more fun. The problem is that it encourages the efficient players to not be able, it disallows efficient players, which I'm not even one of, right? To not play the game the way they like it or the way they enjoy, right? If you want to play the game efficiently, I think you should be able to at all times. But if you have something like a shiny boost for eggs that only happens once a year, your best strategy becomes to use your best strategy becomes to save all dittos, save all fossils, and save all rare shunts of all kinds only until those shiny boost periods, right? Which is not fun or efficient. You feel discouraged and dismotivated to do any sort of rare shunts outside of those boost periods. Now in I voiced my massive concerns and I disagreed with the shiny boost when it happened in 2023. In 2024, they fixed it, right? They fixed it and they only made it for wild Pokemon. So it was like singles encounters, hordes, etc. Instead, there was no eggs, no rares, etc. It was beautiful. It was awesome. It was awesome to see this. You couldn't like prep. You couldn't do it for fossils either, right? You couldn't prep for the boost, which that solved all my problems with it. It was a really, really cool change this year from the devs, right? And the problem is, I kind of think official Shiny War is creating the same problem that I had with the Shiny Boost. And I don't really know a way to... The only way to fix it would be to either not allow fossils or eggs in official war, or, which I think is not fun. We shouldn't do that. Or just like rebalance them a bit better. I'm not sure of a perfect fix, but I feel like we're going to see people like this official war. Last official Shiny War, we had a 2-week heads up, like, hey, Shiny War is coming, right? This year, there's been people who have been prepping for the event all year. And I think I have kind of been bitten by the bug as well, where like, I don't want to egg shunt outside of wars, right? There's 2 Team Mr. Wars every year, one in January, one in the summertime, right? And there's also the official war. Why would I ever shiny hunt outside of there's 3 shiny wars. There's so many opportunities to egg hunt. Why would I ever egg hunt? Why would I ever spend all my Pokeyen and fossils, etc. outside of these events? And it's a little sad because I want to be able to play the game that I want to. And obviously I still can physically, right? I'm not trying to like say I have to do it this way, but I do feel bad for those who want to play the game super officially, which I don't really care as much about, which is why I'm egging right now. It makes me a little disappointed that there is that mental stranglehold on the shiny hunters and on the players, and that pressure, almost of a FOMO kind of type thing, to not egg outside of wars, which is weird. I don't know the solution. It was something I kind of realized for myself last night while talking to people in Discord about PokeMMO. Is I think I personally, I don't know why I'm going into this or reason to do this. I personally have really slowed down my egging and like really stopped egging because I feel subconsciously demotivated, I believe, to egg outside of wars. There just isn't really why spend the Pokeyen when you could just spend the Pokeyen during wars and also win a prize, right? So it's kind of a weird feeling. Eggs can't grow bad in PokeMMO. Yeah, they are not like, that's a great, they're not like chicken eggs. That's true. They do not spoil. They do not soil themselves. That is a good question. On to the next war. Probably, we don't know. We don't know. It could be anywhere from 1 to 4 months or something like that, right? Most likely like 1 to 2 to 3. Most likely between June to August, is my guess. Somewhere in there. Yeah, how long can people afford to sit on a full wording account? I think what people do is like, this is what I did. Like last year for official war, I got 2 alt accounts full up on ditto boxes, right? So like that was like, I think I ended up with like 2,000 dittos prepared, right? And that was with like a few weeks ahead of war. And someone said, I guess you almost feel like you're letting your team down if you don't save up. Yes. It's a really weird situation because it's a team-based activity. You do almost feel like you're letting your team down, as well as it makes you less optimal. Like this is why I don't play on the main team and team. There's a lot of reasons why I actually don't. I'm not on the A shiny hunting team in Team Mr. Because I don't want to be, because I don't feel like I'm good enough, and I'll explain why, right? A lot of players look at me like, oh, you have 50 shinies, like, you know, you're a top X shunter and all these, you know, statistics, whatever. I'm a disadvantage for multiple reasons in Shiny War. Number one, being a streamer, it does 2 things. It exposes any special secret strategies, which a massive part of Shiny Wars last year was secret strategies. So it exposes secret strategies if I stream them, which is already a competitive disadvantage. And then number 2, streaming in shiny hunting just burns more energy than if I were to not stream and just shiny hunt, right? Or work like a less bombastic, like loud job, right? As silly as it seems, right? I can vouch for this. When I played RuneScape competitions, right? When I played, and this is the same with PokeMMO, when I played RuneScape competitions, I wouldn't stream them, and I would play 30 hours straight. And I think the 30 hours straight was the same amount of energy that it takes for me to stream a video game competition for 10 hours. I do think it is. Well, on stream, you're yelling, you're answering questions. You know, that's how it makes sense, right? So it's just a disadvantage. Even though I shiny hunted 10 hours a day for 2 months consistently last Shiny War, I don't think that was good enough to be on the main team. And I think it showed that it wasn't. And I think it's a good decision. I like to, you know, I'd rather give them the best chance of winning. It's a very, very hyper competitive thing. Example of a secret strategy. Great question. Last year, this is no longer the case. So this is like no longer a secret, so I can share this. Fossil running. Fossil running last year was discovered, right? Fossil running was when really high-end, hyper-rich, competitive shiny hunters would buy as many fossils as possible. And you would pop 5 fossils, and you would try to get as many like new players as possible, and they would all come and trade you, and you would trade them all the fossil mons if they weren't shiny, so you could just keep popping fossils. Now they ended up changing fossil popping so that nowadays you can just like that you pop fossils now and they just go to your PC. So they like changed this so they don't, you know, there's no more fossil running. But back last year, people started fossil running. It's exactly, if you played RuneScape, it's exactly like essence running. It was really interesting how PokeMMO players like were given a reason to be hyper competitive with an official war, and they went through the same like line of progression and line of efficiency that RuneScape did with essence running, which is super, super interesting. So new players that had access to Oreburgh City were making 1 million Pokeyen an hour during Shiny War last year, because all they had to do was go trade these hyper rich veteran players, and they would get free fossil Pokemon to fill up their whole boxes with. It was insane. It was crazy. And the rich players, the competitors, were like, they just wanted to win. Like they were wiping their accounts. I knew people that had billions of there were people in Team Mister that spent, I think, 1 to 2 billion on Shiny War, like insane amounts of yen, if I'm not mistaken. Ridiculous, crazy stuff. We finished our eggs. Let's head over to Hoen and go fish over at Whalmer. But yeah, it's official war has not only official war does not only affect the 1 month that it takes place. I think that's the important thing to keep in mind. Crazy money sink, yes, it is. Yeah, it's important to understand. Yeah, official war does not only affect the time it takes place. It affects all shiny hunters that care about war at all year round. And that's a weird, I don't always love that, but it's also kind of beautiful. There's tough things to balance with it. It's just interesting to talk about, honestly. What's up, Pat? What's up, Anarius? Okay. Oh, we go fish. We go fish, boys. Some people who do enjoy gaming better when talking to chatting. I mean, I'm one of those people. I enjoy gaming better, but it still takes more energy, right? Like, it's the same, like, I enjoy... If you were to ask me, like, you know, would you rather sit on a couch and do nothing or go outside and play football? I'd rather play football. But that football is going to exhaust me more than sit on the couch, right? It wet nets. First of all, dude, fucking congrats, Chimeri. Hell yeah, man. I recently started playing Pokemon. I'm enjoying myself. What tip you have for new players? Number 1 tip? Really welcome. Number 1, Pika Swags. I'm gonna give you a tip that's gonna sound really obnoxious, and I apologize in advance, but it's really important. My number 1 tip to new players is just to play PokeMMO like a normal Pokemon game, and then if you have any questions, Google them. I know it sounds dumb, but like, you would be amazed at how many players like don't Google their questions and kind of don't learn. They just like kind of play the game and like they just don't figure things out, and it's really amazing. Whether it's my videos or someone like all the other PokeMMO content creators, Cav, Rumel, Jitsbergen, Investments, whatever, right? Whoever you're watching, or forums, like, I always say growing up in 2013, or not growing, I mean, playing the game, I started in 2013. If I had a question about PokeMMO and I tried to Google it, I wouldn't get fucking anything, right? Like, there were no resources, no guides, like nothing on PokeMMO. All the way up until, I wouldn't say nothing, but like almost nothing up until like 2021, 2020, right? It wasn't until 2021 where we started getting like content creators like myself and many other amazing people who were like, okay, we got to make guides for this game. It has a community. There's a lot of amazing players, but people there's no guides, there's no research being done, there's no documentation. It was a crazy missed market for so long. Whether an egg is shiny or not is decided upon egg creation, not hatch. That's the, yeah, good question. I'm honored to hear that, Shanes. I'm just happy that enough people love this game that I can fucking pay my rent making videos about a game that I love so much, you know? It's the ultimate dream. If you Google that, part of me like cringes when I tell a new player like, oh yeah, just Google questions, but like legitimately, like, it's a beautiful resource, you know? It's a really powerful thing to have access to, right? I always give the, like, nowadays, if we have a question about Pokemon, we can just Google it and find an answer. That's fucking amazing, right? Growing up, if your dad had a question about fucking Ultima Online, he'd have to like go to the local library, use Dewey's Decimal System, and like maybe there's like a fucking mention of some level in Ultima if they have like the most recent edition release that costs like $100 for the book, softback of like fucking Gamer's Almanac. Like, it was fucking, yeah, it was crazy. We're really fucking fortunate to just have Google and have people who make PokeMMO guides. Best friend / Roy Rogers News like just messaged me last night on Discord. He's making an extremely detailed list of all the moves in Pokemon on the forum, which is amazing. Why do people like shiny Pokemon? It's just I mean, it's rare and cool, right? Is there anything? The easiest way to explain people why people like shinies is there anything that you collect in your life, right? Stamps, coins, base set Pokemon cards, right? It's the same thing, right? Pokemon cards, shinies, the same reason why humans historically like diamonds, gold. Humans just like rare, prestigious, beautiful things. And I would go as far to say with shiny hunting, it's the beauty of overcoming a challenge, you know? It's the whole point. It's the same reason why people like running, right? You could look at it's very like basic fundamental philosophy. If you've like audited a class for 10 minutes, you know this, but that's why it's like sounds so dumb. But like, if you see someone running, you're like, wow, why does that guy enjoy running? Like, what a waste. You could look at it like hyper logical Larry and be like, wow, what a waste of energy, you know? But it's like, well, no, it's because he enjoys the challenge. He enjoys, the human body releases endorphins, whatever the fuck, for completing challenges and overcoming odds and conquering things. We just enjoy that. It's very, very fundamentally simple, you know? Yeah, what are they chasing? I don't know. The runners. Damn, unbelievable, Morwando. It's so weird saying Morwando instead of Warmando. Let's switch my edge really quick. For shelter. Dude, good luck to you, man. Fishing shunts, good luck to you. Orangi. I know Orang, yeah. Orang, good luck to you, man. Fishing shunts are so tough, dude. Oh, fishing shunts are so tough. Doesn't the boost being in a summer mean that only 2 of the yes, correct. But you do get the, well, I actually don't even know. I don't even know if the boost affects the legendaries. It might or might not. I honestly don't know. I'd love to be a fatty full time. Yeah, dude, that's fucking, yeah, so based, Jack. What? How you, okay, huh? The Spidget, I think that's Spidget business, but I feel like it should be called like Spidget Riz, the way he's like, after you said that sentence. Alexa, play Swag like Boja. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're gaming. Okay, we got a mod over here. Is he fishing shunting or is he just hanging out? What's this gamer up to? Nobody's Spidget level of Riz. The emote might be though. You know, it's his emote. I could see that, right? Hours. I really recommend tracking, getting an, especially if you're shiny hunting, getting an encounter counter ASAP is really if you don't, I mean, if you don't like it, you know, more power to you. But I think without an encounter counter, a lot of people, it's just humans. I shouldn't say, like, you know, humans overestimate their encounters. Humans often just overestimate the amount of work they've done. There's like a famous study, I can't cite it or like link it, so apologies, but so I'm taking it with a grain of salt. There's a famous study where they polled like couples across America, and I think the numbers was somewhere around, like, they asked 2 questions: who does more work in the relationship and who causes more problems, right? And I think like 90% of people said that they do more work in the relationship, and then 80% said they cause more problems, right? So it's like a human psyche thing that we think highly of ourselves in terms of our effort and our work, because our perspective is only our mind and what we see, right? But we also think lowly of ourselves when it comes to like fucking up, I guess, or our ability to make mistakes. Yeah, I think the encounter counter is huge. Is Gyarados good? It depends on the, you know, what objective. Is he good in the storyline, good in PvP? But generally, like, yes to all those answers, I guess. I would love, and make it run, I would love a Shiny Wilmer today, man. I have more problems? Hey, Giga Chat. That's like a meme that not many people would be willing, you know. The hardest part is not many people can say that, you know. I think that's based. I probably should have. I have no, Danton. It totally depends. I just have no idea, Dan. Like, it totally depends on your style of play, Danton. If you spent like 100 hours in the storylines, I mean, I don't know. Like, when someone says, "Hey, I have 190 hours played," how many encounters would you guess I have? You could have been doing time swipe hordes for 100 hours efficiently. You know, I have no idea, right? Give up on Frillish. No, I just save Frillish for when I'm at your mom's place. I usually like only shunt Frillish on my laptop after I fucking blow your mom's back out. So I kind of save that shunt for like specific nights. But I appreciate the question. We're gonna have more problems. I'm in a relationship with AW. There you go, get Chad. LMFAO. When will Hoen Legendary appear? Hoen Legendaries. For those who don't know, it's a running gag in my chat. I meme on, if you ever ask me, hey, did you give up on this thing? I will meme on you. Because it's socially, there's literally never, I don't think there's a social setting that exists in the human experience where it is acceptable to say, hey, did you give up on this thing? Right? Because there's 2 outcomes. Number 1, okay, firstly, let's talk about how insane. Asking if I assume he's memeing. Asking if I gave up on Frillish is the equivalent of, imagine if you leave your house to go to work and someone said, oh, did you give up on cleaning your house? It's like, I'm going to work. What do you, or if you like came home from work, oh, did you give up on work? Like, no, bro, I'm going home. What do you fucking mean? What do you, what? People change activities. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Did I give up on, what the fuck? Oh, you were only at the gym for an hour today and then you left? Did you give up on working out? No, you changed activities. What are you talking about? What, you sound insane. And then, yeah. So there's that, and then yeah. Let it know. No, you're okay. Sorry, Ronin. Hopefully, I'm playing this up for entertainment. It's not a big deal. It's just a turret topic. No. You're fine. It's not. It's like the smallest deal in the world. I just like memeing about it, and not memeing on you, just memeing about it. Yeah, I just never. I think it's also. I think it might be a regional difference, which is. They're just fair, right? Like in America, if you ask in the United States, if you ask anybody, I don't know if there is a, maybe I should speak on that more properly, right? In the United States, I don't think there is a proper, you would never ask someone, did you give up on this thing? But maybe it's normal. It's okay, I blew your mom's lower back out, that's why you're here. So yeah, dude, fucking fair. Caught. Cinema. Like that's, dude, hey, that's fair. Understandable. I hope you guys had a lovely fucking night, you know? I think that's only fair. He did one for Lish. Yeah, true. No, but back to the only thing that might be okay to like say, hey, did you give up on smoking, or hey, did you give up on drinking? Right? That might be like the what, but even then you would say like, hey, did you quit? Right? Hey, did you quit smoking? Hey, did you quit? Like, and it's a positive thing there, you know? Yeah, if you're talking to a friend already as well. I love you so much, Ronin. I really, really appreciate that. Cause you know, it's a funny phrase that I meme on a little bit. You quit hunting for Frillish. No, but I did not quit. Or yes, but I didn't quit hitting your mom from the back. There you go. I just like to laugh and meme on it because it's a little bit of a, it's not a big deal. It's like a 1% social funny thing, but it's 1%, right? I just like to meme on it. There's like never a situation where you should ask another human, well, at least in the United States culturally, there's not a situation where you should ask someone, hey, did you give up on next thing? Because there's two things that happen. Aside from it's already a crazy, funny thing to say, let's say. The two things that happen are, A, they did give up on it, so now that you made them feel bad, so like, okay, well, that sucks. Or B, they didn't give up on it, and now you look kind of silly, right? It's like, there's no good outcome. There's no positive outcome, you know? How does someone stop being a shitter? If you figure it out, let me know. I need to figure it out. We're grown. Ronin's a fucking king. He's memeing, dude. If someone gives me an egg when I hatch it, you can't. I wish you could. You cannot trade eggs in PokeMMO. It would be so. Just for like egg locks, or like egg nuzlocks, like there'd be so much fun YouTube content you could do. When you give up on YouTube chat, I will never give up on YouTube chat. Okay. I too am learning. Maybe this is just like, some people might just disagree with this take, so which is totally fair, you know. For maybe it's just a trigger for me. To me, in my social worldview, I can't think of a reason why I would ever ask someone, did you give up on X thing? It's to me is like a little disrespectful, but like once again, 1%. But we can move on. We don't need to hyper iron out our fucking absolute every speech fucking meme. About phrasing, yeah. Where's Fuzzy McSnuggles when we need him? Dude, I'm fucking, that's true. The Fuzzy McSnuggles lore runs deep. Yesterday, we were playing golf with your friends at like 10 p.m. or maybe earlier. Maybe like 8 p.m. or whatever. We were playing golf with your friends and we ran into someone named Fuzzy McSnuggles and everyone was like, oh my God, download PokeMMO. And he eventually did. We were like advertising PokeMMO on golf with your friends. And I was like, you guys are embarrassing, but it's kind of genius. Okay. Give up on stick bug. I kind of need to give, yes, temporarily, yes, but I gotta work on that. He was nasty at golf. Oh, he was crushing us. Yeah. Dude, he was like, it was really funny. We were like, download and play PokeMMO. You can play all the 5 storylines or whatever. And he was like, I'm 37 years old. I just like to do drugs and play golf, like online mini golf. He was kind of based. I was like, fuck, dude. Fair enough, dude. My mistake. He was very based. Holy shit. He was like, yeah, he had like 400 hours in golf with your friends. That is a base take. He beat our 12-time golf with friends champion. He was gaming, dude. What's up, Sleepy Peter? I knew I had a big crush on, but the Duke would never go out. True. Okay, you're very sweet. Golf with Friends is fire. It's actually such a good game, like unironically. It's so good. So did you answer the question? I've temporarily, I switched shiny hunt locations to give you an honest answer, you know. Yeah. I got a shout out. Yo, it's the Filthy McNasty. Dude, I saw your in-game name and I couldn't help it. What's up, dude? That should fossil in the game for you. I mean, Cranidos, I went for it. I have a shiny fossil, which is Rampardos, Cranidos. That's my favorite, and I have it. The one that I don't have, probably Kabuto or Aerodactyl. Dude, I was thinking about this. Dude, I was checking the fossil market yesterday, which has changed dramatically. Recorded a video, has changed dramatically over the past year. 2 years. It's actually really fucking interesting. The fossil market, like almost every fossil over the past 2 years, has like times five the amount of supply on the GTL. Like there's way more fossils on the market, and yet they've all like 2 times their price. It's over the past 2 years. It's like 2022/2023. It's actually kind of crazy how much the fossil market's changed, and how the increased supply still cannot keep up with like how insanely high the demand is. But one that didn't really show that was Old Ambers. I genuinely, as someone who does this, I genuinely think that sometimes people just forget about Old Ambers because there's not the word fossil in the name. Maybe I'm dumb, but like when I look to buy cheap fossils as an endgame player to like stock up some fossils for future shiny wars, I just search the term foss and then I just buy the cheapest ones up to like 9K. I almost never look for Old Amber. Almost never. So this was one that like the price didn't go up as much, if that makes sense. I'm gonna buy these for fun. Which is weird. But I thought I don't know if that's the only there's no way the only reason is laziness from people like me, right? But it kind of might be, which is funny. You're double shunning, one for Whalmer, one for Shags, leveled up. True. I need something for shiny hunts my mother. She's already a beautiful shiny, okay? I don't even have to hunt that. You already won that. What'd you eat today? That is such a funny fucking question. Do you want to know what I ate today? I do know exactly what I ate today. For breakfast and lunch, I ate one Totino's party pizza. Those like really shitty, like cardboard, like they're really bad, but they're really cheap. I think they were on like a sale recently and I was like, fuck it, I'll buy 2 of these. They're like $2 a piece for like 1,000 calories of pizza. I was like, fuck it, I'll eat. They're like pretty bad. They're like not good. I mean, they're like, it's pizza, but it's like probably as bad as pizza gets. IMO. It might be like as bad as, yeah. Only from that, it's probably no, the nutritional. I mean, you get protein from the cheese. People be over hating on pizza. Obviously, it's a lot of carbs, but like I feel like sometimes people be acting like pizza is like the same as eating brownies. Like it's not at all, right? You get a fair amount of protein from the cheese, the fucking meat on it, pepperoni, etc. You get a fair amount of like vitamin C from the tomato sauce, and just different nutritional breakdown from the tomatoes. Like I don't know, pizza's over fucking hated. The crust is the main. It's a lot of bread, a lot of crust. Not all pizza. It depends. Yeah. Now I ate a Totino's pizza, so a Totino's party pizza that cost $2. So I mean, there's a good chance half that, you know, it's not exactly fat-free, like, you know, locally made dairy cheese. It's probably half plastic, but I'm paying for what I get, you know? Pizza's overhated. I think nutritionally it's overshamed, for sure. But maybe, I don't know, I'm not saying it's like the same as like a chicken Caesar salad or some shit, but Big Mac activities. It was 780 calories. I mean, you're kind of not wrong, but it was 780 calories for breakfast and lunch. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. Now, will I eat 2,000 calories of like pork and rice later? Probably. I'm not like, wow, how did I get so big, guys? It's because I fucking eat a lot of food. Okay. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not like, whoa, where did this come from? I do not understand fat people who are like, what the hell? Whoa, this showed up overnight. Bro, I'm just eating bags of chips. I'm not fake. I don't know. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Microplastic matching. That's what I'm on the macroplastic diet, dude. Ever been to Blaze Pizza? No. I love trying new pizza. Well, kind of. I feel like most... how do I say this? I feel like most pizza places are just fine. They're just like not... I feel like most pizza places, I don't want to say aren't worth it, because pizza might be one of the better deals that still exists, like in the current economy, you know? Like most sit-down restaurants, right? You go to a sit-down restaurant, if you like order their pizza, right? That pizza's gonna be like 2 meals. You order a whole pizza for yourself, it's gonna be like 18. It depends on like what kind of place, but like probably like 18 to 22 bucks. That's like 10 bucks a meal to eat out, like maybe less. That's pretty fucking good, right? For 2 meals of like, you know, half a pizza or whatever, each time. Versus like you sit down, you eat a burger and fries, and that's like fucking $16 to probably $18 nowadays, which is ridiculous. God, there's nothing worse There's nothing worse than ordering an $18 burger, which already, what's the point? I've stopped buying burgers at restaurants because there's just nothing more painful than buying a $16 to $18 cheeseburger, like the cheap option on the menu, and then it just being fine, right? If I pay $12 to $14 for a cheeseburger and fries and it's fine, I'm happy. Or rather, if I pay $12 for a cheeseburger and it's like fine, I'm ecstatic. I'm like, hell yeah, what a banger. That's so worth it, right? But if I pay $18 for a cheeseburger and it's fine, I'm like, this is I never want to come here ever again, you know? Keep up orders. I don't say nothing, but like less stuff, you know? I'm an advocate against food heavy schedules. You want to eat pizza burger, go for it. It's so, yeah. It's so, unless you're like trying to live your life, unless you're like really physically healthy, optimal, it's probably not gonna, it's probably, you don't probably need to worry about it. People will like over stress about like, okay, I've got to have an eggs and protein shake for breakfast, 480 calories. I've got to eat salmon and broccoli for lunch, and then for dinner I've got to have like a little bit of ground beef and like only half a cup of white rice, and then pound like 8 beers for 8 like Busch Light for dessert. And like, more power to like, I'm kind of, well, wait a minute, let me qualify, because if you're doing that, honestly, good for you. You're living a very much healthier life than the person who's eating cheeseburgers and whatever the fuck they want and then doing the 8 beers. More so what I'm saying is, if you're someone who lives that lifestyle and then tells people on the internet, actually, you should be eating this for blah, 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 blah. You should actually I eat salmon and broccoli for lunch. You should do that. You should do what I do. But they don't tell you they're pounding the 8 beers. Like, that's where I'm like, okay, like you're LARPing, right? It's amazing. I love that you're trying to, that might be the best person where you like live a healthy lifestyle, but then you also fucking game a little bit, you know? 8 beers is rookie numbers. You might just have a problem. 8 beers is pretty crazy, dude. I know you're memeing, but that's pretty crazy. We're all LARPing responsible adults. That is real as, I mean, it's real as fuck about like people on the internet. I just admit to you guys, like, I consider myself a pretty responsible adult, but like, I'm not perfect. No one is, and it's just, you know, I consider I'm having a fucking 0 calorie like energy drink, 800 calories of pizza for breakfast, but I pay my taxes. I go to bed. I wake up at 8 to 9 a.m. You know, like not waking up at like 2 p.m. like a, you know, which is also fine if you do that. Like, but I'm not gonna tell other people how to live their life. You know, that's it. I want to start an account for my arenas. No, you should never get banned for that. That should not happen. What happens is yeah, you should be fine, Pablo. What happens is people who, and like, you know, human error is a thing. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Ronin, for the sub, dude. What a fucking king. Thank you, Ronin. I'm so sorry for the late thank you. Thank you, Ronin. If you guys have been enjoying the content, dude, there's like extra streams like this, extra Twitch subs, you know, YouTube membership. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, if you can't afford it, or just if you're deciding between, oh, should I Patrouski sub or should I get fucking DoorDash tonight? Just treat yourself first, you know, that's really important. And also only do it if, you know, what's it called? If I've like my content has helped you, right? That's really important. Someone said, oh yes. What happened, unfortunately, Pablo, what happens is in PokeMMO is people break the rules. They RMT, or, you know, but they're genuine players. What happens is we don't really have bot farms in PokeMMO in the same way that other games do. I'm sure they exist. I mean, I'm not gonna be, you know, say they don't. Like, bots do exist in PokeMMO, absolutely, right? But bot farms don't really exist as much. Thank you so much for the follow into the Prime card, Loki. It allows me to be here. I cannot fucking thank you enough. I love this game. It's a beautiful thing that as many people love this game as they do, man. Thank you for being here, dude. Good luck in your PokeMMO journey. But what happens in PokeMMO is, since the game does not allow you to multi-log multiple accounts on one device, right? That alone essentially eliminates bot farms, right? Why would you make a bot farm in PokeMMO to make, because you're doing that to make profit, to like sells to RMT to make profit. Why would you do that when you could just go bot farm World of Warcraft or old school RuneScape and like bot like a shit ton of accounts at once? Old school RuneScape's a really common one because you can, it's a really low graphic game requirement. You could load up like 20 clients or 30 accounts on one device, have them all botting. That's why bots are a massive problem in old school RuneScape and in free-to-play worlds as well, right? PokeMMO is a very small game, very small developer team, so they don't have the resources to like dedicate the way RuneScape does. So what they do is they have the rule of no multi-logging, right? So because of this, because of no bot or very few / way less, like 1% of bot farms existing in PokeMMO the same way they do in other games, right? Whenever a player gets banned, it's usually not a bot farmer, or usually not like a, you know, a person who, it's usually someone who cares about the game. It's usually a legitimate player who got banned because they got tempted by the dark side and RMT'd or botted or did something because they wanted to catch up and you know, feel good, right? And then inevitably you get banned. You don't gain the progress. You don't, you know, whatever. And what happens is every time a genuine player gets banned, they go make a forum post or a Reddit post like, hey, I was banned unfairly, because you're already banned. You might as well go try to play the victim and appeal to like the big bad wolf of like the devs are bad, they ban people for no reason, like blah blah blah. You might as well do that. It sucks, but that's like a really big problem that PokeMMO has, is like every player that's banned was a genuine player who just made a mistake, you know. And I'm a big fan of second chances. The PokeMMO devs aren't always, which is their choice, which is so fair. It's tough. What's RMT? Real money trade, RWT, real world trade. Trading like an in-game item for real money. It's against the rules in every game. Any big name players gotten banned? Absolutely. It does happen, absolutely. I'm not gonna name names, that's just like drama, but yeah, it absolutely happens. People get tempted, man. Thank you so much, Tamashi, for the sub, dude. Thank you. I really hope my content has earned that from you. If it hasn't, feel free to refund. But I really fucking appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Yes, I was gonna say, Jack, it is important to like acknowledge the other side of it as well, because human errors do happen. Sometimes a legitimate player is banned unfairly, and that really sucks. It does happen, right? Now, usually the devs will go through and like recheck everything and yada yada yada. But what sucks is when like the 99% of players that did cheat and that deserve to get banned go to the forums and like try to like play the victim, that 1% of players who actually did get unfairly banned, they lose their shot of like trying to appeal, and that it sucks, right? It's really, really shitty. We just get 5 gifted? Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, Anarius, thank you so much, man, for the 5 gifted. That's so fucking generous of you on a beautiful Friday. Thank you, man. I hope the content's been helpful. I hope you're having a great day. Hype Scam Train level 3. Hide your credit card. Put away your wallets. But thank you, Anarius, dude. 5 gifted over to Leafar996. Over to CPT Eco. Over to Teagues. Over to Petard Crazy Monkey. That's a nice one. And over to NoJ15. Hell yeah. Switch Eggs. Thank you, Mike. So I appreciate the reminder, honestly, today. We are egging. I appreciate the heads up. Legit good. Gotta go forward. I really appreciate it, man. Just started PokeMMO. I was a kid from knowledge from the full gyms. So you're trying to help us. I'm honored to hear it, man. I'm just really lucky people, you know, hatted eggs. I know, that's like the meme today. Hat actually has eggs. Make sure I make my account trade order in this Pokemon. Yes, no, of course. It's a good, yeah. I respect the double check, Pablo. You know, it makes me. It sucks that like, I feel like, because of people breaking the rules, they make people worried about something like trading stuff between an alt account, which should be fine, you know. You should be totally good. Thank you for the good luck, man. I appreciate it. I've traded. I can confidently say I've traded tens of millions of Pokeyen worth of stuff between accounts. I've never. That's anecdotal, so it's not the same as like, you know, it's that perfect evidence, but I've never caught a, you know, problem. Answer my question. I didn't even read chat. Wait, did I actually? Wait, what's up? For 10 players trading people. Yeah, fuck. Wait, that's amazing timing. Douglas for the $5 super chat. What the fuck? What did my Pokemon? Yo, that's pretty much what. Obi-Wan, what have you done, Anakin? I sold my Pokemon for cash. That's how it goes, man. He was supposed to fucking save the what's it called? Fight the dark side, not be part of it or whatever. Sorry, I'm not a Star Wars Giga Chad. Okay, it's funny. I don't consider myself like, I'm not a Star Wars like fan. I put Star Wars in the same group as like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, where if you put those movies on in front of like any group of people, they'll enjoy them at the worst case scenario, you know? Thank you, AL2K, for the Prime as well. I see you. Thank you so fucking much. Hope the content's been enjoyable, dude. But I'm not like a Star Wars mega fan. I respect it, you know, of all those franchises. I think all those franchises, it makes sense. They're not like overrated. It makes sense they're that popular. Better moves the other. I think those fans of those IPs might not like to hear those movies grouped together. I feel like that it makes so much sense. If you act like the average, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, I feel like that's like those 3 IPs are pretty similar. Harry Potter's a Star Wars ripoff. Come on. I did see a good okay, there was a good meme last night on Instagram that was like, it was John Turturro, who's the guy who plays Irving in Severance. And it was just a tweet that said like Irving courtside. And then someone responded to it like what J.K. Rowling would name like a black student at Hogwarts. Irving courtside. It was really fun. It was a good meme. I was like, come on, man. That was a good meme. 2013. Yeah, I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? I just started to know, God, you have any region for it I can't find? If so, no, dude, I don't. Sinnoh might actually be the region that I have the least information available on because I don't like it so much. I'm really sorry. I don't have a I don't have a Road to PokeMMO playthrough of it. I don't have a storyline guide. Maybe that's some people hate that playthrough just as much as I do. L2K, so maybe that's something I gotta fucking stomach and make a guide for because it's that important. Yeah. The game corner meta. I was gonna say, I saw the first Fantastic Beast movie and I really liked it, but I didn't watch after that. What was I saying though? Oh, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but my favorite Star Wars character is a little bit nicher of a character, mostly just because the first video game, the straight up first video game that I ever played from my memory was Star Wars, I believe Jedi Power Battles on PS1. Yes. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. And in that game, you could play as Plo Koon. And I fell in love with Plo Koon, number one, because of his orange lightsaber. And number two, because of his visuals. He was like, I typically like not human. Not hate, but like, if there's an option between a human character and a non-human character in a video game, I will never take the human. I don't care. Why the fuck would you play a human character? It's like the Skyrim, and I'm not, if this is your take, I'm not trying to flame you. It's more of like just my, you know, I'm just sharing my take. Feel free to disagree. For those who don't know, Plo, let me show dude, this brings so many memories, actually. Here is the home screen. This is actually, I don't own this game. I need to buy this game. I don't know why the fuck I have not bought this game yet. It's like $15 on eBay. I should just go buy it right now. To have the nostalgia. This is the first video game I ever played. And Plo Koon is the guy on the right. The far right is Plo Koon. And Plo Koon actually has some like super good like lore. Like he's like a really cool fucking character. He has really cool shit in the Clone Wars. He's like all about like meditation and like he's like a monk. I mean, that's like all the Jedis are, you know. But I'm not a Star Wars memer, but I love Plo Koon. Oh, my meme was gonna be, so if you play Nord on Skyrim, you do what you want to do and have fun. I'm gonna meme on you a little bit. I think it is so funny to load up a game like Skyrim and lock in like a fucking Nord. It's so funny to me. I am a Wood Elf rank 1, and then like Argonian rank 2, and then like Khajiit rank 3, and then like Orc rank 4. To me, it's like, why would you ever play a human in a fantasy game where the whole, like, you can finally get out of escape your human body, you know? Like, but obviously it makes people happy. So do whatever makes you happy. I'm just, you know, just saying. Should I go make more? Yes, I should. I 1000% short should. Or I think Bretons make a lot of more sense to me. What if a wood elves are base? Dude, I'll never forget, like, oh, when Skyrim was, like, announced. Dude, I was, like, I bought, like, the guide. I think I still have it, dude. I bought, like, the guide. I was, like, reading through every race in Skyrim has, like, a secret boost to your stats or whatever. And I was, like, reading through, like, the fucking secret boost to your stats. Like, wood elf gets, like, +10 archery from the get-go or whatever. Oh, my God. I was so enamored. Never a Nord. Yeah, I just can't imagine being a Nord. Just personally, obviously, if it makes you happy, go for it, right? 17. Old Ambers, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 13 more Quillfish. Email. Quillfish. Oh my God, they're so cheap right now. I don't know how many I just bought, but I'm gonna buy up to like a certain amount. I spent like 1.6 mil today on shiny hunting, and I've only been live for like 2 hours. Blah, that's painful. Let's go. I did buy some more Quillfish. I have 8 minutes left on my charm. I'm gonna go use my charm while I can and go head back over to Kanto, make a few more Quillfish eggs with the ones that I've hatched, and just get maximum alpha eggs possible. You simply can't top Dark Elf. I respect if you go to Dark Elf, anything but. I literally think any class that's not Nord is based. Is there even like another too human of a class that's cringe? I am so now. If you want to flame, pick on me on Skyrim, okay? Someone said I bet Pat goes Stealth Archer every time. I don't want to be. I am 1000% the guy who like all right, I'm gonna go fucking orc and I'm gonna do two-handed weapons only or like shields mostly. I end up stealth arching every fucking time. I fucking can't help it, dude. I try to do a Argonian like double dagger like assassin build because like there's not really a reason to go like dagger assassin is so much weaker than archer assassin. It's cool, you do a lot more damage, but it's harder to sneak up and like it's just not. Archer is just so much better. I try to do that build. You fucking end up arching. As well as I will say my bow of choice is the conjured bow. I fucking love conjuration in Skyrim. I always go a conjuration archer, conjuration sneak archer. So that's at least like a little something. Like it's a little spicier than just like, oh, he's like literally just a stealth archer, Kek W. I go conjuration stealth archer, so I like conjure up I'll like throw out like a fucking Daedra or conjure up a guy and then switch to stealth archer mode. Like it's a little something, you know. One factor in the Dark Brotherhood, not all of them, right? Because I think aren't Argonians? Am I mistaken? Aren't Argonians like? I don't know enough about Elder Scrolls lore, so I'm gonna get out nerded here, out giga chatted here very quickly. Aren't Argonians like largely slaves in certain continents? I know they have like, because Argonians are the only one that I know a fair bit of their lore. They have like their sacred tree, right? In like the Great Marsh? Like the Argonians have like a land where they're like a marshy, like swampy land where they are safe, and they have like a tree, kind of like the Avatar people that they like worship and spiritually connect to, right? Black Marsh, yeah, there you go. But then I feel like outside of there, they often get caught as. I mean, I can look at my favorite person to marry in Skyrim is Shavi, who is literally an Argonian slave, right? She's like destined to work at the docks or whatever. I fucking love Shavi. Shavi is the best Skyrim marry target, 100%. Ruin the Empire. There you go. It's only, yeah, there you go. That's what yeah. But just like a Boja. I think Shavi does have swipe with Boja because her whole thing is like Shavi is literally like an enslaved Argonian who like is forced to like tan leather on like the ocean docks or whatever by like people in she's in like Windhelm. I think Windhelm or whatever the fuck. It's been a while, so apologies. And if you go talk to her, she's like, yeah, like I know that I'm a slave. I could be sad, but like, you know what? Happiness is a choice, and I choose to be happy, and I choose to make the best out of my situation. Smiley face. Like, she's the sweetest. She's the sweetest. She's fucking the sweetest. Butcher slave. No, not quite that. My secretary. Okay, there you go. But I love Shavi. I don't know if she's I don't know if Shavi's like actually a slave, but she might be like indentured. Like, she like gets paid very little and has to like live in the quarters, and she wants to like open up a shop but can't afford it. And then if you marry her, she has the ability to like open up a shop from your home, yada yada yada. Let's breed these. I love Skyrim. I don't know enough about the lore. There's so many Elder Scroll Giga Chads that like dumpster me on the lore stuff. I just don't, you know, but I love playing Skyrim. I have a hard time getting into lore of pretty much every game I've ever played. Do you guys have that problem? I don't know if I've literally ever been able to get into the lore of any game I've ever played. I've tried, man. I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know. I'm gonna go check my honey trees really quick. I tried getting into like the League of Legends lore. I tried getting into like the Magic the Gathering lore. I know some things. I remember some things. I really like the Weatherlight in the Magic the Gathering lore. In the League of Legends lore, I always remembered Rammus is like a ancient like sand god, and there was this story about him. The League of Legends lore has been fucking reworked 50 million times, but he like one time there was like this sandworm attacking this like wooden caravan of like a mother and like her son, and he like came and saved them by like burrowing under the ground, and like it was like a really cute thing. And Rammus is literally like a sand god. It's cute. Maybe I was gonna do okay, honey trees, Docino, okay. Those Scrolls lore. I've never really been able to get into it too much. I really like the book god. I hate how slow he talks, but the book god in Skyrim. I'm gonna sound like such a noob for not remembering the names. Is it no, not Amora. What's his name? He is the coolest, like the squid guy who like tracks the knowledge or whatever. The blob, yes. He's sick. He's fucking cool. Hermaeus. Okay, I said Amora. I was kind of close. I think I combined Hermaeus Mora and the movie Anora, which I haven't seen yet. I think that's what I did, which is kind of crazy. That would be the first time, literally in human history, someone has confused the Elder Scrolls god Hermaeus Mora and the movie Anora, released in like 2025. He's evil, but he's fucking cool, man. Yeah, in the DLC, yeah, he's so cool, man. His books. The Skyrim DLC is really fucking good. Like, all of the Skyrim DLC is... Oh, so same with like Fallout New Vegas. Oh, it's been a while. Oi, bruvs. It's been a cheeky minute since someone's asked me. I'm gonna set the timer. It's been a cheeky minute since someone's asked me to speak in a British accent for a minute. Alrighty, okay, bruv. Oi. Oi, bruv. We meeting at the pub tonight. Okay. I sound like the penguins from... Okay, oi. Okay, bro. That's interesting. I haven't seen that in a right minute, mate. Oi. You're a right crazy lad for that one, aren't you, bloke? Oi, don't be a bellend. Don't mute this stream just cause of me accent. Come on. Very poor English accent. You must never been to Britopia. You just don't know what it's like here in London. Oi, bruv. You just don't get our way of life. Get yourself some beans on toast. Get yourself some VB long neck up in you in the morning. That's Australian. Oi, bruv. 5 seconds left of this shite, bruv. Oi, fucking hell, mate. You muted you, bruv. Oh, okay, we're done. It's fine. Okay, last shiny charm check. This has to be illegal. It probably is in multiple continents. Where's the flag? I need to hang it up. I have it. I do have... You're a genius. Also, next would be a funny one. I just did that. What do you mean? So my, the joke is I might actually be the worst accent person on the planet. I actually like don't feel like I can do them. Like I don't think I can I don't think I have the mental capabilities. The neurons are not in my brain that are required to hear and reproduce that sort of dialect, right? Below 6 mil. Damn. Sag. But my basically what I do is I just combine every like Scottish, Irish, British, Australian. I just combine them all into one accent. And that's my masterpiece. I'm probably not gonna do the catch event today. I appreciate you asking. If it was more of a scheduled stream, like maybe, but was there a shiny prize? Usopp? Is it the Meowth one? Which catch event is it? But probably I want to spend time with my wife. It's Friday. It's my, you know, shiny Meowth. I don't have one, and I do want a shiny Meowth at some point, but I don't know if this is the way I'd want to go for it. But we'll see. We'll see. If we ever try to Team Mister, exactly, Essence. Beans, toast, an entire tomato. Yo, real? I mean, an English breakfast does look amazing. Like, I feel like I would really enjoy it. It's very tasty. However, that can't be the pride of your, you know, that can't be like your best breakfast. Come on, you've got to have something. And I think they do have some. Once again, I don't mean to meme on. I feel like my main issue with Pretopian food is they have amazing food like beef Wellington, like toad in holes, etc. But they dig their feet in the sand and like fight tooth and nail, arguing that they're like worst foods. Their comfort foods are their best foods, right? That's the like beans on toast, English breakfast. I'm sure that those are like, if you were like, yeah, these are comfort foods we ate growing up and it's like, you know, important to our heritage. I'm like, that's fucking fair. Like, it's the same with like America with like tuna salad and like chicken salad. If a British person was like, Lamau, you guys literally put mayonnaise on chicken and tuna and call it a salad, that's hilarious. I'd be like, it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty funny. It's pretty ridiculous, right? However, it's nostalgic for us. It's, you know, important to our, you know, American food culture, whatever, which is already a, you know, vague concept. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say it's the best food in the world, but it's comfy and important to, you know, that's all I'm saying. If Britopians were like, hey man, we have beef Wellington, it's the best food in the world, I'd be like, it fucking might be, man. It seems pretty, I've never had one, but it seems pretty fucking good. It totally seems up my alley, you know? The best Mediterranean food is very fucking good. I've had so many, I assume pickled onions. Where do pickled onions come from? Pickled onions origin. I get a lot of pickled onions are unironically like maybe my favorite vegetable. They're so fucking good. And that is actually, that alone already makes Mediterranean food very high ranked. Mediterranean food is also one of the like most different flavor profiles to American foods. Like growing up as a fucking white American, the first time I had like Mediterranean food, it like broke my brain where I was like, I don't know if I like this. I have no idea. And then I like tried it again. I had the urge. I didn't know if I liked it, but I had the craving for it later on. And I had it a second time and I was like, I think I like this. And by the third time I had it, I was like, I fucking love this. This is amazing. It was my favorite food for a while, you know? It's one of those things where like Mediterranean food is literally so different than anything else we have here in the US. I had to like rewire my brain and get like adjusted to it. But when I did, it was amazing. Sky Eats, do you have a price check? What's up? You could like me the Pokemon game. It's so fucking fresh. Yes, fresh is a great way to put it. Refreshing. It's a great sunny lunch food. Like kava is the really easy. I love that gym bros are catching on to kava. Let me go honey trees. What's up, Spidget? Just for a little bit, Spidget. Nothing too crazy. What's up, dude? Go switch my eggs. Oh, someone popped Charm. Thank you, JW. Switch my eggs. in channel chat? Wait, that's... Are you in this? Wait, I don't have channel chat. Can you whisper it to me in games, Daids? Sorry to be a little... channel chat's gonna be hard for me. I don't have a chat that has channel chat open. Yo, I hope it was helpful, Valo. What's up? What's up? Try to bring Vulpix and Sawsbuck to the NU ladder. You're fucking gaming. Lost 7 times consecutively. Okay, wait a minute. That's so sad. I love you for doing it. I love that you did it, man. Is Pikachu useful in raids anyway? I don't remember. It's a great question. I feel like Pikachu should be useful in certain raids, like fast electric type attacker. I feel like it was used like Gyarados or like certain raids. Light Ball Pikachu legit does damage. I wouldn't say Pikachu's like a top raider, but like for certain niche things like Gyarados, it might be like a decent option to slot in. I wouldn't call it like an amazing raiding Pokemon, but for official war, I don't think it's ever too early. Essence. Ooh, are you flexing this, Sky Eats, or you want to actually? Are you doing the price check to flex or to genuinely price check? Because you should just be. This is a great flex. Congratulations, man. Oh my god. Dude, this is such a nice wild catch. I hope you're just flexing. Oh my god, and it's Rash? Dude, this is crazy. I need some capital. Sky Eats, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. I would like... He said JK. I would like legitimately like hands on my... Knees on the floor, like beg you not to sell this. This is your OT Rash. Look at these IVs. 2 times 31. 20 plus in every single stat that it needs to be a special attacker. This is a wild caught competitive. I mean, it's a competitive semi-seer, but it's a fucking wild caught rare shiny. A lot of people may not know this, but Panseer is a rare shiny. You cannot hoard for this. Not only can you not hoard for it, you can't commonly find it in the wild. This is wild caught. This is, if you were to actually want this, or go for like, specifically, if you want to go for any monkey, I think you do single encounter, but it's like a really long single encounter hunt. But a lot of people, man, you probably have to egg it if you want like a specific monkey. That is a crazy shunt and a crazy IVs and wild catch on a crazy shunt. Yeah, I think generally people single for it, but if someone egged for it, I wouldn't be like, wow, that's, I think you probably could egg for it. If you want like a specific monkey, it wouldn't be crazy. I have tons of videos and resources on stuff like that, Pienzo. Not to like blow you off, so I apologize in advance. It's just stuff like that. You're gonna get a better answer if you Google like beginner money making methods PokeMMO. There's so many guides and resources that answer that question. They're gonna answer the question better than I could. Like if I have to like recall, okay, off the top of my head, what's good right now or currently? Ooh, I haven't done that content in a long time. It's beginner content. I'm not sure. Like it's much better to usually just Google questions like that, and there's so many resources. I have a video on my channel called 63 Moneymakers in PokeMMO, which covers most of the moneymakers in the game, where you can find a ton of different options and resources for you, as well as tons of videos covering beginner money making methods, as well as a playlist on my channel with over 100 videos called money making methods in PokeMMO. Specifically money making methods on Mount Silver. I mean, you want to like catch the Alpha T-Tar. You can do the red refight. You could EV trade and XP trade. It's the best EV trading XP trading spot in the game. Stuff like that. You should collab with iShow Speed. I think he might be a little larger for me and a little out of my depth and a little we don't have any crossover. I appreciate that you think we could, but yeah. That's like, hey, Patrouski, you should play fucking basketball with LeBron James. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll hit him up on Twitter. I love the optimism. Yeah, okay.
Close your eyes.
Pat over Braun, you need an MRI. I love you so much, but Coach, I don't even know who they are. I don't even know. Now we're on different wavelengths. Pat in 5, like shiny in 5. You need national Pokedex for Mount Silver. Good question. Had a bit in speed? Okay, come on. Well, physically maybe, but, you know, not socially. Zapdos RNG. Not that, you know. Beer pad, it's Friday. I drank last night for games night. I'm chilling. I don't need a... But also, it's 1:45 p.m. That's a little... I mean, more power to you. Live your life. I'm not trying to say anyone shouldn't, but, you know. I'm okay. Head over LeBron in speed. The first guy needed an MRI. You need a full CAT scan. I need to switch my eggs. We're gonna get a beer. It is fucking. I was looking at the. I don't know if I've ever watched a draft live. I was watching the fucking NFL draft highlights. I was watching back through the what's it called? Like the top for the. I was watching the you know the day one recap, right? I saw the Ravens picked a safety, right? I don't know college football at all. What's his name? I don't want to say something and get it wrong. I don't remember. Was it Malaki Starks from safety from Georgia? I don't know. I think Georgia's a really good college football team. I don't know shit about college football. I am a casual hardcore Ravens fan is what I say. I am not caught up. If you ask me, you know, I'm not as researched on sports anymore as I used to be when I was younger. Fucking love the Ravens though. I still absolutely adore the Ravens. Love them so much, etc., etc. Shout out Ed Reed. I mean, yeah, the fucking best safety in the NFL history of the NFL by far. Not even close. True and real. That's one of the Jags. I know he was a big pick. He's the is Travis Hunter the dual player, the cornerback and wide receiver? Is that who that is? Good luck to. I would love to see that. You know, good luck to him. I don't know shit about, you know, casual hardcore Ravens fan. What's up, Pumpkin? Do you want to wait 10-15 minutes? That's awesome. Multiple accounts Pokemon. Yes, you just can't log on multiple accounts on the same device at once. But you also can you can have multiple devices. So like if you have like a desktop and a laptop, you can have two accounts and play on like one account on the desktop, one account on the laptop. That rule is in place to prevent bot farms in PokeMMO since they're a smaller dev team. It like wipes out. It honestly like does such an amazing positive thing. What would your knee-jerk reaction be if the PokeMMO devs announced shiny rates were being changed from 1 to 20k tomorrow? This is a legit interesting question. What would your knee-jerk reaction be if the PokeMMO devs announced shiny rates were being changed from 1 to 20k tomorrow? I would hope that it would depend. You know, obviously my knee-jerk reaction is like, okay, wait a minute, let's not do that. But like, if the devs were like, hey, here's all of the like market data of how the economy is actually like. Shinies are too rare or whatever, or like here's how many shinies are coming to the game versus coming out. Like if they provided a bunch of data points and provided a good argument for why it should be that, then sure. But right now, a lot of new players coming in see the 1 out of 30k rate and are like, oh my god, that's so high, but they just don't know the numbers. They literally don't know like the history, etc., etc. The numbers are, for those who don't know, is that around the devs said this back in like 2019, so this might have changed a fair bit. It's been a long time. I think it was around the time. The devs once said that 60%, actually it might have been 2020, I'm not sure. It was a few years ago, 4 years ago, let's say. At one point, the devs said that 60% of shinies that come into the game are consumed. So 60% of shinies that are caught are traded in for, yeah, this was actually post prismatic pearls. So it was like 2 years ago, maybe. They're either traded in for prismatic pearls, they're either bred and like consumed. 60% of shinies get consumed. Not traded, not sold, but consumed, which is a crazy like number. That's like very, very high and very, very good for the market. A really good thing. We've never had numbers on like how many Chinese come in, but it seems to be the devs picked the number for a specific reason, as well as a lot of people don't realize the same time it takes. The easiest method of shunt in PokeMMO times 5 hordes, it takes about 30 hours, okay, on average, which is the same exact on average amount of time it takes to single encounter for a shiny in the original Pokemon games like Pokemon Emerald with the 1 out of 8,192 rate. So the fastest shun in PokeMMO is the same hours and same grind, different method, as the original Pokemon games. The 1 out of 30k number was not a random dart at a board. It was specifically chosen because of the market and because of the time representation in comparison that I had to original games. The shiny rate in PokeMMO is perfect. A lot of new players come in wanting to change it, and it's a little funny to me. Imagine if I like I don't know, like started like bike racing. I became like a BMX driver, and I was like, why are the wheels this size? I think we should make the wheels bigger. And everybody's like, why? What are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. It'd be cooler if the wheels are bigger. And it's like, the wheels have been specifically picked for this size because of fucking terrain and speed and like, there's a lot of reasons to why this thing we have history, right? And it's funny to me when new players go, but it's a good conversation. Not that the person who asked that is doing that at all. There's a good conversation about, we should discuss, should the shiny rate be changed? But there's a lot of really good, you have to provide good argumentation. There has to be a reason to change it. Not like, I think it's too hard. Like, that can't be the logic. It has to be more, right? You have to really advocate for a positive, you can have the position, but I would call it not very well founded. I would hope that the positions we want for the game are for the betterment of the game and not for our own personal play or enjoyment, right? Day 2 of the NFL drafts today. BMX driver, BMX biker driver, yeah. If you can't speak from an area of expertise, you can't expect your life understanding to be taken in incredible standing. Yeah. If you can't speak from an area of expertise, you can't expect your life understanding to be taken in incredible standing. Maybe that's, if I understand that correctly, yeah. But it's shocking how many people, yeah, do. But like, maybe it's just younger people. I don't know. Starts as a dog pat. We got a good one. I'll trust. I mean, the Ravens organization, I'm really lucky to be a Ravens fan. The Ravens organization is pretty fucking good, like historically, you know? I was born in Maryland. I could have chosen the fucking Washington Commanders, you know? Well, to be fair, at least the Commanders are going to be good now, hopefully with fucking Daniel. So I'm happy for all the Washington fans who have suffered for so long. Because hopefully you'll at least be decent for a little bit, maybe. But I'm lucky to be a Ravens fan because I feel like I don't want to flame Washington, but like the Ravens, I feel like have a really fucking good bandwagon. I've been a Ravens fan since I was fucking 8 years old and old enough to pick a team, and I was born in Maryland. I don't think I banned. I think I legitimately, I used to love defense. I'm a big, like, obviously I love a good offense now, but like I was a big defense head over offense. I was a big, like, as an 8-year-old, I was like fucking Ed Reed and Ray Lewis are the best players ever. Terrell Suggs, like fucking the 08 roster, Chris McAllister, Samari Rolls, super underrated cornerbacks. Even DeJuan Landry was an amazing, like, other safety to back up Ed Reed. I fucking loved, I love the Ravens. The Ravens are so good about, like, they are a head down, hard work organization. And like every interview you ever see with Lamar, he's like, yep, gotta get back to work. Gotta get back to work. He's fucking perfect, dude. It's actually, I'm sorry, I'll get off the sports talk in a sec, but like Lamar is like my dream, unironically my dream come true. Growing up, the Ravens never had a good quarterback. Like, well, Joe Flacco was good. I don't want to like disrespect him. He was pretty good and like led us to a Super Bowl and like did a lot of great things and hell of an arm. I don't want to disrespect him, right? I hope he does amazing still with his like veteran years, right? He's been a good veteran comeback player. I need goal alert. Oh fuck, shit. One sec. How was I saying? Yeah, the Ravens never really had like when I became a Ravens fan, our starting quarterback was fucking Kyle Bowler. Like I've been a Ravens fan for a while. We never really had like a quarterback to attach to. We had like Kyle Bowler, Steve McNair, and then into Joe Flacco. So my favorite quarterback growing up, when people asked, even though I'm a big Ravens fan, my favorite quarterback was always Michael Vick, man. He was fast, he was different, he was unique, he could do things that no one else could do, and I really respect that. He like, you know, proved himself, right? But everybody like fucking doubted him. Same as Lamar. So for Michael Vick to be my favorite quarterback growing up, and then to one day see Lamar Jackson come to the Ravens, I cannot express, like, I used to fantasy draft in like Madden 06, Madden 08, and then first round pick Michael Vick, and then go like Ray Lewis to Ed Reed, like basically build the Ravens, but with Michael Vick as the leading quarterback. And now we just have that. Like now it's just, oh, it's crazy. Crazy. Anyways, let me, it's a dream come true for me. It's a nerdy football fan's dream come true to have someone as ridiculously talented, hardworking, and good mentality as Lamar. Lamar's no Josh Allen, though. You've got to be a Bills fan to say that, because come on, that's cope. Josh Allen seems to be doing cool things, but come on. I'm no, football expert, or I like to just meme, but Lamar's no Josh Allen, though, is being like, hey, Eli Manning is no Peyton Manning, though, right? Yeah, because fucking Peyton was always better. What do you mean? That's a little, okay, that was a little, okay. I'm going to catch some strays from but Bills fans caught too many strays there, but that's a little harsh. But as a Ravens fan, I might be a little biased. I would say Lamar is better than Josh. Now, that's a whole, if someone was like, I think Josh is better, I'm like, I get that. It's a really fucking tight discussion. Lamar Jackson's paid pretty damn high for a running back. I know you're typing this just to bait me. You're still catching a 1 minute timeout. Only 1 minute because you're lucky. I'm feeling I'm feeling generous today, but that is a crazy thing to say. Lamar Jackson always had a fucking arm. Anybody who was doubting him can eat socks. Stinky ones too. I'm a Steelers fan. Yeah. Dude, fuck, a good example of the Steelers and the Ravens. Obviously, it's like the only dude, we have so much. It happens every time. I say this all the time. Whenever the Ravens are the better team, we lose both games to the Steelers every year. And when the Steelers are the better team, you guys lose to us. I don't know what the fuck. We have some insane reverse psychology thing where like every single time, whoever's the better team in the rivalry, like overall, always fucking throws against the rival. It's so funny. The best season of Mitch Prime Rogers? I can't do that. Wait, I didn't mean to say that Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, I love Lamar. He's amazing, but I wouldn't call him. I think Tom Brady's probably the best quarterback. Which is like really cold take. It's pretty. I think he's probably the best ever. It's pretty. I don't know. Tom Brady really boring take. When he went to fucking the Bucks and just took a franchise that was like hyper struggling to a, that was like, I don't know if that was insane. I just couldn't believe it. It was crazy. I'd give a kidney for Lamar to go to Jackson. I would give my heart for Lamar to stay in Baltimore. Fuck you. Let's start trading organs. Yo, hell yeah. Good for you. I respect it. Pugler. Another fella, Pat. Wait, what was the meme? Another fella? Huh? Hand-aid convo? I love hand-aid, bro. It's so fun. It's so good, man. Very tough comparison. Yeah, I'm no sports expert. I always fucking say it. Both choking the playoffs. Right, that is the Ravens. I love the Ravens so fucking much, and we are historically, we choke in the playoffs. We always hurt ourselves. We like try so hard to win in the playoffs. We like, and like, that's how it goes, man. It sucks, but at least we're good. So it's only one team to win the Super Bowl every year. It's funny that like every single fan base is like, oh fuck, man, like, we should have fucking won this year. Like every year. I think we should have won not last year. Last year we had a real chance, a really good chance, obviously. We probably should have won, in 2023 should have been our year. Like like ridiculously so. We hardcore should have won the 2023 Super Bowl, but we choked. 2024 is a chance, but you know, all these things. The GOAT. Sam Darnold wasn't Sam Darnold wasn't the, not to, I'm gonna nerd emoji you. Wasn't it Mark Sanchez was the butt fumble guy? Okay. I actually got that right. Yeah, I'm oh my God, streamer showing his ball knowledge. I'm just washed up. No, that's the dumbest, yeah. Butt fumble. It is crazy that it might be like, and the fucked up, one of the fucked up thing, dude, the most fucked up thing to me about the butt fumble is that the NFL official YouTube uploaded that clip and called it like, LMAO, Mark Sanchez fucking fails, career ender, like dumbass butt fumble. Like, imagine the NFL official uploading your like fucking failed clip, dude. That's like, that's where I was like, that's fucking sad. Like, damn. And it's like one of their, it might be their most viewed video on their channel. Classic Jets, yeah. Now he's an announcer. Good for him, dude. I fucking, he should get something. That's cooked. Yeah, imagine. Yeah. What was it? History. It is very funny. He made it out well. I'm happy for him, dude. I'm happy for him. After being completing the Pokedex, absolutely. Completing the Pokedex in Pokemon is one of the best things. Who's the kicker before Tucker who missed everything? Don't you fucking remind me of Billy Cundiff. Billy Cundiff is banned from this chat. That is actually the saddest moment. I cried when I was probably like 14, 15, when Billy Cundiff missed that field goal against the Patriots. It was like a 27-yard field goal. I fucking cried. It was like the AFC Championship. If he makes the field goal, it was either we win or we tie. I don't know. I think we might have won. I'm not sure if it was just OT or what. That was, I think, I was devastated. The Ravens for a while were one of the only teams that could actually beat the Patriots/Colts in that era. And, yes, good luck to those. I'm not doing the catch event personally, but good luck to those with the Meowth catch event. New Pokemon Chinese other than lore. There's a few things. It's actually like, you'd be surprised how many like little things I do, right? Or just all shunners do, right? So number one, I'm using No Guard on a Pokemon, which gives me 10% increased wild encounter rates. So that makes it a little bit faster. There's a lot of micro things that I do to be a little bit faster. I'm also hatching eggs, which allows me to like do a separate shiny hunt. I'm shiny hunting while I shiny hunt, if that makes sense. So I'm hatching eggs. I am, what's it called? All right, one second. Let's switch my eggs. I'm hatching eggs. I have a lead Pokemon that increases my odds. I have a lore popped. I have donor status, and I have shiny charm. So those are kind of, I think, all the things that I'm doing to like slightly increase odds. Oh, hello. And I'm also running into slopes and wasting time. So that, helps a lot too. Was that rarest rookie season? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a, callback. That was like Mark Sanchez hitting his 7th Ponyta phase. Yeah, to put it... All right, put it... That's amazing. We should be putting everything into PokeMMO terms. That's fucking a good meme. What do you mean then? Dude, yeah. I love Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs is a fucking menace, but I love him. He was such a good football player. Bit of a menace. Did Terrell Suggs recently get... arrested for threatening someone at a Starbucks with a gun, or recently he pled guilty? Yes. Was he a really good football player? Yeah, yes. Giga chat. That is like the most football moment, bro. It's so crazy. So crazy. Suggs probably has some. I love him. He's a fucking legend to me. He probably has some CTE, yeah. Which is unfortunate, To be fair, Suggs is just a fucking... He's just I don't know, for lack of a better word, like a fucking beast. Like, he's just like fucking... He plays angry. A lot of the Ravens defense, like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, they all just played angry. I think Bart Scott underratedly played angry as well. And it fucking worked, man. Everyone's had a few screws loose. Yeah. Dude, one of my favorite clips is that when Ed Reed nails that one guy, he gets face masked, doesn't get called on it, and then he like runs back up the field and like just fucking lays somebody out who like wasn't looking, and Ray Lewis just hypes him up. I get distracted. Okay, now, all right, fellas, unfortunately, it's going to be a mega short stream today, just a little extra Friday stream. Only like, it was like 2 hours or so, counting the crash stream. So apologies for being so short, but I had a lot of fun. It was cool to just come on and shiny hunt because I felt like doing it. We made some eggs. We have more eggs to hatch back on Monday. I'll see you guys Monday. If I feel like shiny hunting or yeah, shunning and streaming more this weekend. You'll see me maybe this weekend, but I'll probably see you Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Like if you enjoyed, dislike if not, subscribe, follow on Twitch. You guys know the drill. Just have a great day. Good luck in your shunts and have fun playing PokeMMO. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. The real reason I have to go walk the dogs. So that's like I would have streamed for a little bit longer, but the dogs need to be walked, and I feel like I'd rather just go ahead and call it versus go walk them for like 15 minutes of being AFK and then I don't make you guys wait for that long. Not ending hold, huh? No, I'm ending. Love you guys. Who's live? Who can we raid? Let's go spread some love, spread some joy, spread some smiley face emoji, spam smiley faces. You're too sweet, Freeze. Stick around. If you're on the YouTube chat, hop over to Twitch. We're gonna go raid someone and spread some, just spam some smiley faces. It's a really cute way to, like, really easy way to just like cheer someone up, you know? So I'll see you guys Monday. Much love. Peace, Reno.
Get some rest.